Are you still rolling?
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
So hello, we are back in the kitchen today with the Cosmic Cultivators. This was supposed to be a... You shut it off, you're fucking me up.
We're in the kitchen with the Cosmic Cultivators.
Alright, shut it off, start it over. I need to hear the beep sound.
Beep.
Hello, Cosmic Cultivators here in the kitchen today for another, I don't want to say entry into the Cheesecake Challenge because our cheesecakes will not count. But our main goal with this Cheesecake Challenge is to show that the sky is the limit with what you can do with cheesecake. As long as you have your basic cheesecake recipe, you can do anything you want with it. So today we're going to do a fall themed cheesecake. Here we go. Alright, so we are going to make our crust, which this time is cinnamon graham cracker, crumbled. And we are going to add our 6 tablespoons of melted butter right into that. So I've heard mixed opinions on the crust. A lot of people like to bake it off for about 15 minutes before they add their cheesecake filling, but we have not had an issue with just putting our filling over top. So I'm going to continue with what works. Oh man, if you could smell this, it smells amazing. Reminds me of the campfire. Probably going to have to add a little bit of butter because I did not measure my crust ingredients. Yeah, so if you go over your limit, you're going to have to add more butter. Okay, so we got all of our ingredients together. So you're going to need 4 eggs, 24 ounces of cream cheese, a cup of sugar, and a tablespoon of cornstarch, and I did a tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice, and I also added in a little bit of my own fall mix, which has cloves, allspice, nutmeg, cinnamon, all that good stuff that's already in the pumpkin pie spice. And I'm gonna get these all. We also have rehydrated, dehydrated apples, and Chris did these with, was it just cinnamon and brown sugar?
I believe it's your fall mix.
Oh, my fall mix is on this too, which everything that's in my fall mix is in the pumpkin pie spice. So the only difference is there's a little bit of Splenda in there. Alright, so we're going to throw this all together and we'll get back to you to show you the pour. Alright, so we're ready for the pour. So you can definitely see those dehydrated apples.
I'm excited for this one.
It should be really tasty, honestly. It smells like fall. That's the only way I can describe it. Just apples and cinnamon and nutmeg and delicious. Chris is in the oven right now, so...
No.
Oh, you're out of the oven? You gotta lower that a lot.
What is it, 375?
No, it's like 325.
Well, let me know.
$300. Alright, so while this is cooking, I have Excuse the dented can. This is the only one they had left. It's just canned caramel apple pie filling, and this is what's going on top of our cheesecake. So when this is starting to be ready to be done, I'm going to add this on the stove top with a little bit of flour to thicken it up, and then onto the cheesecake it will go. So for now, this is what our cheesecake looks like. Alright, so complicated cheesecake. I don't know if it was because we added the dehydrated apples that were rehydrated, but this took forever to bake.
I believe it was 2.5 hours it took for this cheesecake to cook.
It's nice and bouncy now and looks delicious, but
it's already peeled from the sides too. So
we will update you tomorrow after it cools in the fridge and we put the toppings on.
Alright, until then, have a good one.
Alright guys, so it's day number 2 for the cheesecake. Intensive cheesecake. So over here, yeah, that's the wrong burner.
That was the wrong burner.
We got our apple pie filling.
What are we doing with it?
And we are going to be adding a little bit of flour to it. Not that much flour. That's a lot of flour.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start with a teaspoon.
And all we're doing here is just thickening this up so we can pour it over our cheesecake.
Yeah, and I don't want it too thick because, yeah.
Yeah. So once we get this all situated, we'll bring you back for the final presentation. Time for the reveal. Yeah, it doesn't come apart. Look at that. Go ahead and lift it up and give us a nice view of that.
Maybe.
Looks good to me.
So recap. Cinnamon graham crackers. We have the fall pumpkin pie mix and rehydrated cinnamon brown sugar apples in there.
Looks delicious. I'm salivating.
The topping thickened up nicely.
Yep, it did. Oh, it smells like apples and deliciousness. Look at that. Oh my.
A little sticky.
That means it's really moist and delicious. Look at that. I definitely need a bigger piece. That's a Gina-sized piece.
Oh, this.
You missed the good stuff. So we're going to get my piece, we're going to set you up, and we're going to do the taste test here. Show you guys. It looks really good. And here's the big reveal.
So, there's our bite.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's a fall cheesecake.
It is.
Absolutely amazing. Moist.
Yeah, very moist. Probably the moistest cheesecake we've made so far.
This did take a lot longer than we anticipated it taking,
2.5 hours to cook this thing.
but it was worth it. It came out amazing. This would be fun to do with the kids for after apple picking, anything like that. We use the canned apples, but you can most definitely use fresh apples. We also use dehydrated apples in the cheesecake. So you could put fresh apples in there too.
Oh.
Really good. Thank you guys for joining us on another cheesecake adventure.
We hope you enjoyed. And
hope you learned a new recipe.
yeah,
We're gonna enjoy this.
the rest of it, maybe another slice too. So, peace, love, and happiness. Have a good one.